Hey guys, I'd like to introduce you to my friend, my client. I like to call him my friend. We met about 15 years ago, you were saying, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Abe's a great guy. Listen, we've known him for a while. He has a company. If anyone's here on Long Island and they need bounce houses or party rental, this is the guy to go to, Abe. We joke around a lot. Basically, when we met, I guess you tell the story.
We started the business in 2014, and we had, 5 or 10 inflatables out of my garage in my house. We had a small website that was done by somebody locally. It was kind of cheap and not really put together too well. And as we started to grow, we started to get more, buy more. We got a facility in 2015, and I said, okay, we were starting to gain some traction, and just our old site wasn't working. So I found you guys, or I found somebody else. I thought they were going to actually do the right thing and create a good website for us. They sort of did, but it wasn't like growable. So I think it was somewhere around 2015, 2016 when we met, and I was talking to you, and I said, here's what I'm looking to do, here's what I'm looking to have for our company. And basically you came in, you did our website, you taught us about SEO and what to do, what not to do, and pretty much the rest is history.
Yeah.
So, when we signed up with you, SEO was like a term that nobody really understood what it was yet, and people weren't really talking too much about Google Rank and algorithms and any of that stuff. It was still very kind of new, but you guys 100% were like, you were right there. Like, you knew from the beginning what it was, what it, how to grow it, how to make it take off, how to make it work for you, which I don't think anybody else that I knew how to do. So when we finally got set up with you guys, it was like we saw within, let's say, 6 months of building the website and getting everything, we started to see traction. And our growth from, let's say, 2015, 2016 to, let's say, 2018 was tremendous, like 200-300%. And it just kind of took off and blew up from there.
Yeah, and you went from a small little, you were working at a garage.
I was out of a garage. I was out of a one-car garage. And we went from a one-car garage to a small 2,000 square foot warehouse. And I remember getting into the warehouse and saying, wow, this is huge. We're never going to need more space than this.
I remember coming to your Christmas party.
Yeah.
That one you had?
Well, that was actually in our new place. But so when we had our old place, we were in 2,000 square feet. We had 3 parking spots. And I was like, okay, this is great. I'm never going to need anything else in my entire life. And then we signed up with you. And then after like 2 years in that space, not only was it filled up, but we had 5 trucks and we had all the employees. And we ran out of parking, we ran out of space. I was renting storage units, and I was like, okay, I have to do something. And then that was right around 2017, 2018, or no, 2017 when we moved into our 6,000 square foot building. And that's really, and again, same thing, we moved in that building, we're like, we're never gonna need more space. Like 3 or 4 years later, it's like, okay, now we need a bigger building. Obviously, like we were really on a trajectory, and then COVID hit, and it was just like, but I think that was for everybody. But yeah, no, you came to one of our first holiday parties. Yeah, it's just been great. What you guys do here is unbelievable. And I don't think people understand what you do, because it's like magic. And you can't explain that magic to people if they don't understand what it is.
Yeah.
So obviously I know what it is, and I know that it works, and I know you guys are doing something right. So yeah, for us, I'm a classic example of what you guys do and why businesses like me or like mine need someone like you.
Oh, listen, I appreciate it. I think at the end of the day, I care. I care about people, and you can see it. I think that's how we built the relationship.
You and I have been friends forever.
Yeah.
Every time I come in here, we laugh and we tell stories and joke around. But yeah, no, that's like but that's you. That's your personality. You're just a good person, it's a testament to what you've built, because being a good person, you want to be around a guy like you. You feel comfortable with someone like you. You're not gonna, screw somebody over or, take their money and run or anything like that, And not only that, but like literally anytime I've had a question with anything, I call you, and if you don't get back to me immediately, or if you don't answer the phone, you literally get back to me the same day or the next day, or you have somebody else here that could help. So Yeah, it's just been great.
You know what? It runs too much space in my head. If I don't call you back, like I have to think about it. So
Yeah.
I immediately, that's how I was just like, you know.
And when I say you, I mean your company.
Yeah.
But like, I've just known you for so long, you know.
You call me.
I can call you.
Yeah. And when you started with me, we only had 5 guys, and now we have, like, I just gave you a tour of the office.
Every year when I would come in to see you, to pop in to say hello, there were new faces. So the first year was 5, 6 people. The second year was like 7, 8 people. Then I come in one day and there's 20 people. Then I come in one day, there's 20 people, and you're like, oh, we got the place down the hall. And then like walking down the hall, there's another 10 people working. And then, since, it's funny, your growth and my growth have been pretty much on the same trajectory, if you think about it.
True.
When I started and you started, because we were probably at the same point in business at that time, and our growth, I mean, for you has been exponential, for me as well. So.
Yeah. Well, I think really the secret is doing good, clean business, helping people. You know, like, try and give them more than what they pay for, and you just try and retain the people, because people call you. I remember like you telling me about like all the stars that what I do for Abe is I build town pages for each individual town that he wants to show up for. So if someone types in Party House, the Hamptons, or Party House, Riverhead.
Yeah, Bounce House.
Bounce House.
Yeah, Riverhead, yeah.
He's basically showing up, and you're getting all these new people, and you just know you do right by them. Like you were just telling me about like all the plays and all the stuff that you do. And
so again, it's here's what's interesting about the way that you've done it, and what I've noticed, and I can say this because I've been with you for 10 years, let's say, or 8 or 9, 10 years, whatever. So what happened with what we did when we started with you was we were doing one thing. We were doing inflatables. And then we started doing some tents and tables and chairs. And then everything that we would put on our website, we'd start to get calls for. Almost within, let's say, a few months. So we just started adding more, and we started getting more calls. But it's whatever you're doing in your secret sauce, works for just about anything that we put on our site. So now what we've done is we've started branching out into different areas, and we say, okay, well, we're doing more arcade games, or we'd like to do more of this, or more brand activations, or more, wrapping and customizing, that now our business, where it used to be, let's say, 100% inflatables, now it's like 30-40% inflatables. All the other stuff that we're doing is, starting to really cultivate and grow. That's, I think, all because of what you guys do, and just everything that we add on, it just puts it out there, and we're able to grow in different areas.
It's like verticals. Now you have a vertical sale. You did something. Now you're able to go into a vertical market and offer.
And look, obviously there's a sales component with it. You have to be good on the phone. You have to know how to talk to people. You have to do the right thing. So 100%. And I like to think most people in business, when they go and they start a business, they're going to be that way. They're going to be honest. They're going to be trustworthy. So assuming that you have that, there's the X component, which is what you guys do, which is getting your services out there for people to find. And that's what you guys specialize in. That's what you guys do. And, it's been great. So for us, we start to find different areas that we think are going to pop, or, we watch the trends and see where everything's going, and then we just throw it on the site, and you guys just kind of handle the rest, and then within 6 months we're getting phone calls and stuff, whatever we're putting on.
That's what it is. Usually it takes 3 to 6 months. Tell them your next venture, what you tell me you want to do every time you come in here.
I say I want to paint. Less employees, less overhead. It's so what happens when you grow, you start to grow into different areas, and for us, we need space. So we do all different kinds of things. We rent props for movies, we do brand activations and TV shows, and we're in films and movies, and then we go from that. We do, in the summer, we're doing water slides all over Long Island, and big parties in the Hamptons, and arcade games and video games and mini golf and all these different great things. You have to figure out which way you want to grow, because we're growing like this. We're not just growing like this, So that's what happened for us. That's just how it happened for us. But,
well, listen, I'm happy we're part of your growth.
Yeah.
Anything you ever need, I'm always here for you.
100%.
My brother.
All right. Thank you. Steve, be good. All right. Hozio, number 1.
Big Bounce Theory, number 1.